Hey all, and welcome back. Funny, considering how the last part ended, I fully expected it to hard smash cut to credits, but I guess we're going back into the past now. Maybe we'll create a stable time loop. Maybe they were telling the story of Sora's downfall the whole time. I mean, this is young Xehanort after all, and you know how he likes to plan ahead.
I suppose. I mean, obviously, look, let's be honest, guys. You know Sora and company are gonna make out this perfectly okay. It just seems like a weird kind of throwaway storytelling bit just to kind of, again, set up the context of this chess game here and introduce and see how they're gonna kind of get out of it. I think it's just kind of a curveball that kind of comes out of nowhere. It doesn't really serve a great purpose.
I disagree. I like this a lot. I feel it has a lot of poignancy to it. What happens after this section, I feel, is very fillerish. Also, this is straight up illegal. This is not right. You can't do this in chess, Ericus.
Well, no, you have to understand, Tom, it's role-playing chess. You know, it's where you can, it's a narrative game, you can make up the rules as you go along. That's why he's got 7 queens all of a sudden, because it fits the feel of the story.
I'm not sure, like, what chess piece is, like, connected to what actual chess piece. Like, obviously Sora would be the king, but is Kairi the queen? Is Riku a knight? What's going on here?
I'm not sure, because the king is one of the weaker pieces in chess, so I don't know.
Oh my god, he's made of water!
Looks like they forgot to pay for this part of the licensing program, so they didn't apply Sora's textures.
Ah, I see.
Are we gonna fight Darkseid again, but we're water now? I don't think he's gonna like that.
Yeah, he's solid, but we're water this time. That could be a very easy-to-program data fight, if you think about it.
That's true. I mean, that really just sounds like kind of the easy route they're going to take here.
But yeah, I love this. It's just mysterious. It harkens back to the atmosphere of Kingdom Hearts 1, before it kind of went a bit too anime serious in Kingdom Hearts 2, even if there was a slight touch of goofiness. That feeling of melancholy, you don't quite know what's going on.
I can kind of see the ups and downs of this particular area. Again, it's very kind of mysterious and expansive and strange. And, you know, obviously when you look at it, you really get kind of, you know, heaven context. I mean, that's not what this place is, obviously. But what you do here is kind of lame, but we'll get more into that as we do it.
I mean, it's kind of like trying to translate story like things into gameplay things, so that can go either way, really. Oh, the final world, and then just fade out. Final.
By the way, does that not look like the logo and text for some indie game on Steam that's like a puzzle platformer? The Final World. Doesn't it look that way?
The indie game Perpendicular, the one I've just made up in my head.
It's alright, yeah. I mean, great world, guys. It's just literally fucking nothing. I mean, I get the idea from a story context, but still.
You are so fucking cynical today. This is the first part we're recording.
Well, just wait until we get on to near the end, and you'll really see how cynical I can get.
Kari? Is that you? Oh god, here she comes!
I mean, this character coming in is very obviously voiced by Laura Jill Miller, who has just stuck out for me. You know, all these years ever since I heard her be Kairi in Digimon, so it's very distinct, and it immediately takes me out of any story I hear her in.
I'm trying to think of some of her other major roles, but yeah, Kairi is the only one that's coming to mind. And if you want to know more about Chirruphy and whatnot, well, I guess you can like either watch back cover or play Union Cross. Basically, players get like a Chirruphy on their side, and I think it's meant to be like a Dream Eater.
Crossover.
Man, when this thing, though, introduces me, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to know how to pronounce it. I'm just calling it Cat Doll or something.
Cat Doll, boom. Also, a random thing. Does, like, the intro theme of The Final World sound like Frere Jacques to you?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it again.
I know. It's just that kind of nursery rhyme sort of vibe that kind of sold the somber nature of the world to me.
What about my friends?
What about them? They're gone. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't turn into water. Some of them turned into air, electricity, all those classical superhero elements.
Oh, dust. Dust in the wind, bro. Dust in the wind.
I'm going back!
Okay, so you can still summon the Keyblade in heaven, that's fine.
You
Yeah,
can't
I mean,
just
that's
wander out
okay.
like
But
your
if
other
we
visits.
die, we don't have a magical anime weapon to take with us, so we're completely
The
fucked
other
if heaven
times you
attacks
came
or
here by
something.
your
I think they
own
do that.
choice. This time is very different.
He's got a little change
To become
purse.
your
I can
old
send him to
self
the
again
store
and return
anytime
to
I
the
like.
real world,
Oh.
You'll have to piece yourself back together in this world first.
Alright, bring out fucking the gummy phone, let's have a look through the Wikipedia article. That previous cutscene was
No,
preparing
not
us for this
literally, of
moment.
course. You're conceptually in pieces.
How can you be conceptually
On
in
the inside,
pieces?
who
Like,
knows?
legit.
But on the
How can you
outside,
be conceptually in
just
pieces? You're either
fine.
broken apart or not.
Well, there was that one time someone
kinda freaked
called me
me out
shit
there.
in a YouTube comment, and I spent the rest of the afternoon literally picking up my pieces as they fell apart. There's my sense of wonder, there's my cynicism, I suppose. That's on loan from you, I should probably give that back sometime.
Kind of form.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all that for exactly what's coming up. I mean, at this point when I got to this world, I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm not sold
then if I
instantly,
can
because I
find
know
my
this was
body,
shit and back
that
covered that I didn't
means
bother to
I'll be
care
able to
about.
go back?
And I wasn't really, I wanted to
But
see
there's
what
a
was gonna
lot of
come
it
up.
to
What does
find.
come up is not
You're
very
going to
good, in my opinion, but, I mean, now's kind of a weird time to bring in a lot of this different shit. I'll be honest with you, kind of compared to what we've been facing so far.
What's wrong with, like, a twist, a turn of phrase, a turn of change, as it were?
Because they don't do those good in Kingdom Hearts, Tom.
This says you, mate. You don't understand half of the fucking story.
With how they wrote it, I'm not
I don't know how
surprised.
they wrote it, me, professional writer.
Also, you can completely miss Namine here, I think. You just have to kind of luck into her, because there's like a bunch of these floating stars around, and they're like different NPCs or something, but one of them just happens to be Namine, but there's no real way to tell it's her.
No, not really. There's a Namine and there's another one who actually doesn't get a name, and that's the source of much, but I don't want to say controversy. Conversation might be a better C word, but Namine actually fills in a plot hole here because, slight spoilers, the Lingering Will's going to be showing up later, and this is essentially how he gets into the story in the first place.
Again, you have to kind of connect a lot of the stuff yourself. It's not really clearly laid out.
Kyrie is where I'll return.
Look at Carrie there, having agency. Get that shit out of here.
Whoa. Can't have that in our Japanese games.
The date escape doesn't count. I need to say the words myself. But
Gotta say sorry.
not like this.
Gotta say thank you even. I don't know why sorry came to my mind first and
Roxas can't
foremost.
tell me
I
you're okay
don't
with
know.
this.
If I was responsible for
I know how much
recoded, I'd
it's
say
hurting.
sorry too.
I can't talk to her like this, not as Hydro Man. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, Hydro Man does not have a good history with being nice to women, let's say.
That's for sure.
It's not me.
That's so fucking sad.
me?
Like, oh,
Kyrie,
Roxas is the popular
Donald,
one.
Goofy,
Everyone misses him, not fucking
Roxas
blonde
killed he
Namine.
misses you.
That's true. I
someone
mean,
else special
Namine's
like
had a lot of
that
shit
won't
she's
let
had to
you
deal
down.
with. I mean, she's basically a clone of somebody else anyway. So I can kind of understand why she doesn't really feel like people want her around.
Well,
Like, the minute she
I will
appeared
go
in
save
Twilight
Kyrie.
Town,
So at
I
least
believe,
you'll
she was
be free
snatched
of
up by the
this place.
organization and, like,
Okay.
used as a pawn in a grand plan. And after that, she just kind of, like, got snatched up by Diz in a sort of good way. And after that, she faded back into Kyrie. So her agency has just been robbed from her rather than her being denied any via the story.
Man, when this is all over, I have no idea what she's gonna do with her life, what she's gonna major in, what kind of job she's gonna have. I mean, where do you go from here?
Well, she has, like, memory powers, I believe. Maybe she could do something therapy-related. Thank you, Namine.
that part of you
Investigative,
reminds
maybe
me of
helps at
Kyrie.
crime scenes. I would actually kind of like to see that.
Dude, it'd be like Riku and Namine,
Not
Private
official,
Eye.
thank you.
I'd look at that a little bit. Give me a one shot, and I'll take that on.
So yeah, she's calling Terra on the interdimensional phone. He's still connected to the light somehow. He's a big lad, big strong dick energy. We'll find him. We'll get him back.
Lingering Will's just walking around going, ring, ring, ring! Finds a rock. Hello?
These must be pieces of me.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
So yeah, this is pretty much what you're doing in Final World. You're running all over pieces of yourself to go pick it up, and yeah, not really that great.
Just enjoy conceptual stuff from time to time, will you? Let your mind run free.
Again, this world, that earlier comment I made about this being an indie Steam game, it is so true here. It's not even me exaggerating at some point.
This kind of shit happened well before the indie Steam scene, mate.
Well, I'm well aware of that, but with the way they approach it in this particular game, it really gives me huge shades of it.
Alright, I want you to guess who this person is, because there's no definitive answer, so you might as well say what you like.
I'm a little hazy on the details.
As are we all.
So, whose heart
I'm just
are
sitting
you?
here trying to think based on what I know. I guess it's gonna be that girl they keep talking about, the one that doesn't have a name, but they keep calling her the girl or something like
They
that.
couldn't have
It
taken
could
away
be
your
her,
heart.
it could be Streletsia, who is Laurium's sister, who we don't know
Yeah?
was murdered by.
Someone's
I'm guessing
coming
it
for
may
you?
have been Brain. It could have been Ventus, actually. Nobody knows right now, as far as I'm aware.
I'm sure whatever answer they come up with will be no doubt interesting.
But were he to regain his old self again?
I don't think I talked to this person in my playthrough, though. I know there was a Namine. I don't know where I found out about that. But then there's this... I don't think I had this particular conversation.
Good.
Now, he said, like, he's become a completely different person, so to me, that kind of spells out that the person she's talking about is Laurium.
No, in my
Yeah,
heart
I mean, I can kind of see it. Marluxia is definitely on a different wavelength.
Exactly. Believe. I thought it was all over for me.
But looks out, I turned into Hydro Man. This death shit is
Don't
easy.
believe that.
Heh.
I'm glad we had this talk.
So, who did this to you? Heartless steal hearts. So, a nobody?
Somebody, some when?
They could be anybody, any when.
Well,
God.
I wish I could help.
But I'd rather not.
But my
I mean, look,
situation is
look,
no
guys.
better.
They're standing next to a Windows screensaver. I don't know what you want from me.
You must see to the tasks before you first.
Pick up your body, get your shit together, and get on with the fucking endgame.
There's
And
so
then go
many.
home and say hello to your mother. She is worried about you.
I think she's just lost in the darkness at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe? I mean, she's part of Destiny
Wish I
Islands,
knew
right?
what to do.
I guess so, but Destiny Islands is all in one piece, so...
And yet you
I would assume she's alive and well, wondering where her son has been for 13 fucking years.
It hasn't been gone that long, calm down.
And it sure feels that way. Well, I know that's that way to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When did the first Kingdom Hearts come
really
out, now that
glad
I'm
we
thinking
met.
about it?
Cheer
2002.
me up. I hope that friend
God.
of yours.
Yep. Do you want to do the math on that?
That's too long. It's 17 years, man.
Yep, sure is.
Oh, hey. If I see him, I'll tell him that you're here.
You ready for my favorite bit of Japanese storytelling?
Let's hear it. What a cop-out. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. He doesn't really react like he knew who that was, so... yeah, I'm gonna say it's Laurium. It could be Ventus, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm ready to end the game now, guys.
Come on, have a bit of passion in your heart.
This world was really boring. I'm sorry, especially what we're gonna do in a bit. It's just,
Oh my
it's
god,
filler.
shut up, Christ! I'm gonna give every inch to pushing back the darkness that is your cynicism. You can't stop me.
Is it darkness or realism?
Any light, any dark.
Any when?
Oh, we were just being self-indulgent cunts at this point. So yeah, we got a bunch of these, like, I don't know, agony aunt stories around the place. This is... I'm not sure if it's meant to be outright heaven, or, like, purgatory, as it were. I'm not entirely sure, but it's nice to go around and just, like, hear these little poignant tales and whatnot. I don't know, it had a really nice atmosphere, this place.
And I guess, you know, if you do like the lore of Kingdom Hearts, this is an area where you can kind of get some more of that, get teasers for what's coming up. But, again, I'm being that guy. It just feels a little self-indulgent at this point.
Well, it's Nomura's story. It's supposed to be self-indulgent.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Come here, mini Soras. Well, regular-sized Soras. There you go. I got my hair back.
I ain't got nobody, but nobody's got me.
This portal texture directly from whatchamacallit to Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, they're just reusing some stuff, which I guess makes sense at this point. I did have some of these conversations, and I'm trying to, at the point when I was doing it, I was trying to see if I could piece them together from characters we have met in the series. I had a few theories here and there, but nothing really solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think these are meant to be people we've met before, apart from Namine and that one other talking star. These are just people who have passed on, really.
Well, I would imagine that. I mean, anything is possible at this point. To kind of see if these are people we have met or people who are dead, you know, other mystery people, things like that.
I guess so, but...
Yeah, if Mario was here, he would make a killing from all of these stars.
I'm not sure if clear, see-through stars are currency in the Mushroom Kingdom.
I don't know, they've got fucking gold coins, red coins, and purple coins. I'm sure clear stars are another thing.
And don't forget blue coins.
Ah, yes, we cannot ever forget the blue coins. Now this is when I really got cemented that this was like an independent Steam game. Does this not look like a map from it, where you're having a theological, thematic, platforming adventure to discover some truth about yourself?
That's literally what the fucking world is, mate.
And there we have my point.
I don't understand you sometimes. I feel like you go out of your way to see the worst in things.
Maybe that's a habit, I won't deny that, but I mean, look at this section. This is clearly your flow motion playground. Because when you have to go around, you have to gather 111 pieces of Sora, by the way. And when you're done doing that, you actually get like a prompt that says, hey, do you want to continue running around here? You can flow motion off shit, wall run on shit, bounce off of shit. It gives me shades of this was like a test place they did, and then they just kind of fleshed it out. You know, they set it up as a test place for flow motion, then they fleshed it out and just made it a world for whatever reason.
Well, it's meant to be metaphorical, like Sora died, and he's hanging on by a thread, as they said. He's putting himself back together, so they take some time out before the final battle to just have this calm moment before, you know, the storm wades its way in.
Yeah, I suppose. And again, maybe I won't deny it. Maybe it's my own little cynicism kind of coming out here. But I saw that number in the upper right-hand corner, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I don't want to do this.
What, did you have another haircut to get to or something?
I had other things to do, yes.
I've only allotted 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all the time I have to play with my PS4 today.
Yeah, man, I scheduled that and everything. I have like an appointment book I use to schedule stuff I have to do, things I do at particular times, because again, why have that in lieu of a real life? You know, I mean, I sometimes have to crack out time for when I actually want to do games and stuff. I really should go back to some games, actually. Like, I have been meaning to get back to A Hat in Time, now that I know, like, the exploit for that manor level. I just have not gotten around to it. I'm sorry, I just legit other stuff keeps coming up.
Well, after we're done here, I want you to take some time, even if it's just 30 minutes, and play a bit of Hat in Time and enjoy yourself.
I'll probably do that. Let me see. I'm looking at my schedule now. Give me a second.
Alright.
Maybe a little bit after lunch. Okay, I will put it in a little bit after lunch. Just a little bit of time, 30 minutes or so. And kind of get that kind of moving again.
He may be a soulless monster, but even he can appreciate Hat in Time.
I'm rolling my eyes here, Tom.
Well, I mean, I can give as good as I get. Why am I defending Kingdom Hearts 3? It has its own dignity. I don't need to shill for it.
I think you do, Tom.
You're not wrong there. I just prefer to see the good in things, shall we say.
I suppose that's a better view to take than my, admittedly, often negative view on things. Sora dancing around in circles like an idiot, making my rage just feel ever higher.
Da 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 da! Hell Dragon is a hack, yeah! I'm just having a wild time here.
I guess. I mean, we gotta fill the time somehow.
I gotta say, this feels like, you know, the end point of where we started all those years ago in like 2008 recording Kingdom Hearts 1 when we were still fresh into the franchise. This is hilarious, by the way. Get a bit close. Oh, I absorbed him!
Oh no, you blew it. You blew the photo op. Find another idiot dancing Sora.
It's too late now. There's only about like 11 of these guys left.
About 12, I would say. Yeah, now there's 11.
But yeah, going back to like our first playthrough in Kingdom Hearts 1, I was sort of fresh-faced and still positive and whatnot, pre-knowing about depression, and you were... I don't know if you were more or less cynical back then, honestly.
I would say less. Things have definitely changed since we first started doing this, since we first started doing the playthroughs. I have changed a lot, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But it's something you need to do. I mean, it's inevitable. You may as well get used to it.
Yeah, that is just how life works. Alright guys, some of you won't be coming with me, because I'm not going past 111. I don't need the Ghost Sora high score, thank you very much.
Here, let me rotate this back around. We've got to reveal the gimmicky indie boss, which is just your face.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's funny.
It's just gonna land right on his junk. Ow.
Oof! Like Mario 64. Oof! Dot GIF.
His little life bar goes down.
We're done here. Say goodbye to Cherokee. We won't be seeing her or him. I'm not really sure which is which. Until maybe the end of the game. Maybe the end of the game.
Yep, got my elbows back.
Do you have to do that noise every single time you come in? Yes, it is necessary.
See, if you don't have any knees, of course you're not going to have balance.
You found them all.
Yup.
I thought you were dead. Nope.
Well, bye then.
Oh, thanks.
What? I'm doing you a big favor here, you know.
It is really telling since Kairi's Digimon was Godomon of all things, so...
You still look like you, right? Would you like me to help you find your pieces?
Well, you're gonna look for his batteries?
I don't work like that.
Yeah, Cherokee, I don't know if they're implying like it's godlike or something. I didn't really get the context of this per se.
Sort of?
I could kill you in a heartbeat!
Well, tell me who. I'll find him. Huh?
No. That's okay. He doesn't remember the past.
Just leave him in his ignorance.
This one is fairly obvious. You want to take a guess who they're talking about?
Yeah, it's probably
But I'll
Ventus.
He'll arrive here one day.
Yeah, he'll die someday.
Hey, I got nothing but time here in the final world.
I'll be back to visit you.
What?
You and me are friends now.
Like it or not.
We're friends forever.
Really?
BFF. BFF.
BFF. BFF.
Well, see you around. And thanks.
Thanks for getting me my elbows back. Oh, that was a bad time.
Imagine he leaves this world, -1 elbow. Oh shit, I forgot to pick that up. Now I'm gonna have to change hands.
Yeah, it's his Keyblade arm. Oh no! Oh no! It's straight!
Well, you could, like, bite it between your teeth and swing it that way.
Are you a Keyblade wielder, or aren't you?
Well, wielder yes,
Haven't you
master
already learned how to
no.
restore someone's
Let me look at
heart
my gummy
after it's been
phone.
lost?
Restore their hearts. Is that the same thing as the power of waking?
I'm not sure, but...
Sure! Why not?
Give it a
Even the
shot.
computer doesn't know what the fuck in regards to the power of waking.
No.
Just that thing people have. How do you get it? I don't know.
This'll take all my heart.
All of it. All 20 billion games.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon all the powers of 17 years of Kingdom Hearts.
Alright, here we go. Orchestras, get in there. Final mixers, you're in there too.
It's gonna shoot a hole in the floor. There's a basement down there. Oh, that was way less mysterious than I thought.
Well, you've dealt with heaven, now it's time to deal with hell.
Oh, we gotta get through purgatory first.
Look for the light in the darkness.
Yep, that's what they tell me.
Bye.
And away he goes. Oh no, that was the disintegrate beam.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Jeez.